Hello! Welcome to another video. There's music playing in the background, but you might not be able to hear it because my phone doesn't record all that loud. Oh shit. Is this all tangled up? Anyway, I was gonna do my makeup. That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna lower the music just a little bit because I'm pretty sure you can't hear me. Okay. So, I try to wear the same top as the intro animation, but I couldn't find the bralette that I was wearing. So this is just a crop tank with the straps crisscross, and then using this is one of my favorite tips that I learned very, very young. If you have like a clutch bag that has a detachable purse thing, like purse chain, you could wear that as a necklace or as a belt. It's just it's just another accessory. What's cinching this is a purse chain off of a clutch that was thrifted. And so is this. This is from a purse clutch, an old purse that my mom had and didn't really use anymore. So I just took the chain of it. I've had this one since high school, so it's seen me through a lot of weight fluctuations. um, I was gonna do my makeup. That's yeah. I've also gotten really into just brewing tea in water bottles. Just like steeping it, you know? It doesn't have to be hot in order for the tea to leak out. So I have decaf green tea and then peppermint tea. I love peppermint. I love mint in general. Mint is one of my favorite flavors. I love mint and I love lemon. Um, those are two of my favorite flavors of all time. Anytime that I'm going to like have a sweet or something, like some of my favorite pastries are like the reason why I like pies is because one of my favorite pies and one of the first pies that I had was a lemon pie, right? And I'm talking tabletop pies, which I didn't even know weren't that big outside of like Massachusetts. But tabletop pies every pie day. Oh my gosh, pie day is this week. Oh my god, pie day is this week. This week Saturday. My birthday is always a week from pie day. Um, I was born the 21st. So my birthday is next week Saturday. Anyway, yeah, lemon and mint are my favorites every single time. I would like and like gum was like my go-to because usually it was minty. Um, I love mint chocolate chip ice cream. I am one of those people. I also am one of those people who are just like, if you think that mint chocolate chip ice cream tastes like toothpaste, then what toothpaste are you using? Because I want to know so that I'm brushing my teeth and it tastes like mint chocolate chip ice cream. um, because it really doesn't. Mint doesn't taste. It doesn't taste like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Doesn't taste like toothpaste. That's just. I hate this anti-mint rhetoric. The only reason I would understand it, like, first of all, you don't need to justify why you don't like a flavor. If you don't like a flavor, that's fine. I hate banana. So much so I would rather just say that I'm allergic to it so I don't have to eat it. Um, but you don't have to have just a justification to not like a thing. Like, you don't have to make up a reason to not like a thing. You can just not like a thing. So it's fine if you don't like mint, but every other reasoning for you to say that you don't like, I don't like mint because of this, it's not necessary. You don't like mint because you don't like mint, and that's fine. That's okay. I love mint. Don't yuck my yum. Okay. I'm trying to think of what color would go best with the top, right? And I'm feeling red, but like a brownish red, brown red look. So I think I'm gonna do that and talk to you guys in the interim about what? Who knows? I mean, I literally just went on a spiel about like how I love mint. So, okay. I always so I use this jumbo eye pencil. It's in green, but I use it as a base because, you know, the color correction thing, green cancels out red, so I use it to like lighten my lids. But if I'm doing a red look, it doesn't make that much sense now, does it? But I still like the way it looks. It also helps, um, in my opinion, keep, what's it called? The powder? Keep the powder down. Now for the red look. Give me a second. Okay. So I'm deciding to go with this. This is like an orangey brown-ish color. I'm gonna deepen it, but do we start off with a halo? I think it's called. I don't know. I don't know a lot of makeup terminology. Um, been watching it for the longest time. I don't know terms. I just watch what people do with their brush. So I'm gonna do this, both sides, obviously. Um, and then we'll see where I go from there. I still don't have a topic of what I want to say. I just felt like recording today, and that's okay too. So, actually, now that I say it, I have a little plan for my birthday, right? Um, I'm pretty sure I said in a previous video that I want to get into like celebrating more, celebrating holidays and stuff more, but like my birthday is one of the things that we hardly celebrated growing up, or at least not in a way that I wanted to. Over the past, I think this will be the third or fourth year in a row, I have been pretty independent in taking charge of what I want to do for my birthday. I think 20, it was either 2020 or 2021. For my birthday, I had gone on vacation with my friends, or at least it was around that time. I just considered it my birthday. And then for another time, I just took the entire month off from work for my birthday. like that it was just a birthday gift to me. Um, Most of the time, I just do little things that are just like, yeah, I'm gonna take this load off as a birthday gift to me. Um, and then 2024, I went just for a walk, and there was even a St. Patrick's Day parade going on. Um, I went on a walk just so one thing I don't really talk about much, um, or maybe talk about too much, but never to someone, uh, never to other people. Um, but I don't. I grew up kind of having to be the strongest in the room, and that is like a mentality that is hard to grow out of. Um, and I wouldn't say that I fully have grown out of it, but more of it has evolved as I have evolved as a person. Um, where it's not necessarily I am or I have to be the strongest in the room, but more of acknowledging I am the strongest in the room, but that doesn't mean I have to be a brick wall, right? Like being the strongest doesn't mean that you don't allow your emotions to show and stuff like that. And it's like it took me a very long time to learn that I was allowed to have emotions and like it wasn't weak to cry. Um, which is still going back to like my I always cry on my birthday, and it's never like happy tears. It's always this deep seated feeling of loneliness because there is no one there to genuinely celebrate me without it feeling like they're only doing this out of obligation, right? So I used to cry all by myself. Like, I just recorded a part and I forgot to save it. I just completely basically what I was saying is that my birthday is coming up, right? And I don't want to I'm probably still gonna end up crying on my birthday. Let's be real. But I don't want it to be like the day I feel the loneliest. So to combat that, I am going out for my birthday. I saved up, and I'm gonna get me a little pick me up because I haven't had one in a while. Um, and just hang out in the city. Um, cause I don't know. I feel like being chatty. The best way to combat feeling lonely is doing something that I enjoy doing, which is learning about other people's lives. So I'm gonna go outside, do some shopping. Because where I'm planning to go is Kelly Square, so it's like where Worcester Market is, basically. So I'm just gonna be in that area on my birthday and, have fun and enjoy myself. That's the plan. That is ultimately the plan, to have fun on my birthday instead of staying inside, feeling hella lonely and sad about myself and about my life, because that is not who I am anymore. So, yeah. The only time I allowed myself to cry was when I was alone. Um, and if I did cry in front of people, I felt like it made me look weak, which is funny because I a lot of the times whenever I cried during school, it was because, or in front of people in general. I mean, I have cried in school. Um, I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. It, I have cried in school, and every single time that I have, it was always because of like this deep empathy that I feel like other people weren't understanding. It was never because of me. It was always because of on behalf of someone else's journey that was hard. But then if it came to me, like even now, me talking about myself is hard to do. One, two, when talking about my past and how I grew up and stuff like that, I always say it as if it was normal because to me it was all that I knew, it was all that I grew up through. So it's like that is normal. Um so I will just like talk or brush through it, and it isn't until like recently that even going back and talking about it alone by myself to no one else but my voice notes, um, where I finally take that deep breath and cry about it, or get angry, or just feel jaded, feeling anything about what I went through or had to go through, because I didn't process it while I was going through it. And it took me years into my adult life to even start to process some of the things that happened ages ago, you know? I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It'll probably look better once I add some shimmer, but I'm gonna leave it there actually. But yeah, it's been it's been a I've had a lot of growth over the years. Um, so I definitely want to use my birthday as a milestone of once again looking back at how far I've come. Um, I mean, if you asked me even last year whether I was ever going to be trying to make YouTube videos and talking and doing my makeup on the internet, um, and like actually making videos, like I would have been like, "You're out of your goddamn mind," because people seeing me, ew, no, that's scary. I can't do that. Um, yeah, I've come pretty far from that in general of being so afraid of people seeing me. I still have that. I mean, I've had social anxiety since I was a kid because I always felt like my presence was too much. So I always tried to diminish myself, and I'm no longer doing that. And to stop something that people are so used to seeing you do, I mean, first of all, it feels like an affront to other people, but it's also just it's scary how freeing it is. Like that's truly what it comes to at the end of the day. That's what you're fearing. You're fearing the fact that the change would be that you enjoy what you're doing once you break through that barrier, and that you won't be able to return. Like yeah, sure, it's there's the adversity part of it, of like being afraid of angering the people around you, but the biggest fear part is just the once I do this, I can't turn back. And I have never been one to turn back, honestly speaking. Um, and I mean that in a physical aspect and non physical aspect. Like, whenever I go on walks, I always feel stupid just abruptly turning around and going back the way I came. Um, so my thing is, if I'm going to go back, then I have to go around and take new and branching paths, and that's always how I've navigated the world. Like, if I'm going to revisit something, I will find new avenues and new ways of doing a thing. Um, like I don't remember, and this is probably why there is another disconnect in between like how I communicate versus how other people communicate. Um, I don't remember street names at all. I know the street I live on, and I know the streets that are next to it. Um, but if you're going to say a street name, you would also have to say what like apparent things are on that street in order for me to remember, or I don't remember it at all. First of all, because I can't read the names half the time. A lot of the time when we were going like through the streets, we're in a car, and one, cars pass by fast. Two, I am nearsighted. I am nearsighted. I cannot read the words that are there. I'm nearsighted, and I don't like wearing prescription glasses because they hurt my head. So I don't like wearing. No, that's a lie. I do like wearing glasses because I love I love these glasses. I love them. I love them so much. But I don't wear prescription glasses. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've had this whole talk about it, but like I see glasses as, sorry, I'm like moving around and stuff because I'm trying not to burp. um, but like I like I see glasses as I see glasses as a fashion accessory as well, you know. So yeah, I don't remember street names. Um, So I look for landmarks instead, which is why it's like, I am a very visual learner, and my memory isn't in words. My memory isn't in words, it's in pictures and music, right? That's probably the best way for me to describe. Okay, actually, here's this. The best way for me to describe how my memory works is like looking through a flashback in a movie. Like when they show you those clips of this man's dead wife that he still hasn't gotten over, that's how my memory works. And so, in order for me to remember a place, I remember it by its landmarks and not by the actual street name. That's how I learned how to navigate the city I live in, basically. Um, like, if someone were to ask me, how do I get to such and such? Not a clue. Not a single clue. If you're saying the street name, not a single clue. Um, I also don't know. Like, I can't give someone else directions to a place, but I will always be able to find a familiar landmark. And like when going home, I always look for, oh, this thing, I know exactly where we are. I know how to get home from here, right? That's basically that's basically how I learned how to navigate, and I feel like it applies to my life in a larger scale as well, where it's just like, oh, this feels familiar. I know how to do this thing. I know how to get home from here, right? And honestly, doing YouTube videos is one of those things. I took one of the things that I already did. I mean, like, I did used to post videos like years ago. And then another thing that I did, which was freaking talk. I had a podcast or tried to start a podcast also years ago. Um, so I could talk for long periods of time. I know how to do that. I already know how to do my own makeup. So, and just, you know, combine all those things together. Bam. I already had the setup. I just need the platform, you know? Um, that's something that I had to learn. I already had the things that I needed in order to get started doing what I want. What I really needed to do was break through the mindset that was holding me back and break through hurting other people's feelings that kept me small. Yeah, that's basically where I'm coming from, right? So, so I put my orange. I don't know whether I like it. I mean, I'm still gonna rock it because it's me, you know? But, like, I don't know whether I like it. I'm just gonna add some shimmer on top. Do my lips. I don't even know what I'll do blush. I probably should. I'm just gonna complete the look. already looks better. Just gotta add some shimmer. I always, I'm always so like, I don't like it. And then I add some shimmer. I'm like, this is good. Yeah. Okay. So that's the eyes. I'm gonna do the rest off camera. Um, yeah, I think I'm done recording for today. I'm gonna do the rest off camera. I'm gonna take some pictures, maybe, most likely. And then so thank you for seeing this video through, if you did. Um, and thank you for your support already. I sound like I'm tired. It's literally only like the afternoon. The thing is, I get sleepy really easily. It's like not even like exhausted or anything. I get sleepy. I get sleepy. That would probably be in a different video if I ever remember to actually talk about it. But it is linked to spirituality if you want to hear about that. But I get very sleepy. And right now I have lost most of my energy to like talk and record. So thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.